Hello guys and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to design this simple but classy pricing table. This pricing table has tabs and I have done the prototype, which means you can transition between monthly and annually plans just like this. You can click this and to take you to the annual plans. You see the pricing has changed and everything. So you click this also, it will take you to monthly plans. So that is just it. I'm going to be taking you step by step on how to do this, and without further ado, let us get on with the video. But wait, if you are new to my YouTube channel and you have not subscribed, please hit the subscription button below, share this video and hit the like button so that anytime I'm dropping a new video, you'll be the very first person to be notified. So the very first thing I did was to select a frame right here. I came here, I selected the frame and I chose MacBook Air. After choosing that, the next thing for me to do is to write a text inside our frame. So the text is going to read pricing. It's going to be a subtitle of our major heading. I'm going to make it all caps, pricing. I'm going to select all, Ctrl A to select all, and I'm going to change the font size to 18. I love using Poppins for my projects, so I'm going to be using Poppins fonts. Poppins. And this is, I'm going to change it from regular to bold. So that being said, I'm going to centralize it. Right, now coming here, as you can see, I already have my major colors that I'm going to be using. This is going to be a primary color. This is going to be a background, like component background inside inside our cards, and this is going to be the major heading color. And also that is just it. We have just 4 colors here, and this is going to be our text color actually. So as you can see, I've written pricing here. I'm going to duplicate this pricing for me to be able to write the major our major heading title to, which is going to be, this is going to be capitalized instead of just instead of making it all caps. I'm going to say simple pricing components. Going to select all. Right here I'm going to change it from 18 to 50. Change it from 18 to 50. Drop this and centralize. Move it up a little. Now the next thing for me to do is to write like a descriptive text down here below the major heading, just to put it right there. Now I'm changing this to 18 and make sure it is not bold. It's going to be regular. Alright, now after that, okay, right here, this is what I'm going to do. I already have installed a plugin called Lorem Ipsum, so I'm going to generate a random text for this my project. I right click and then I'll come to plugins. I should see Lorem here, Lorem Ipsum. Then this plugin will help me generate some random words, some random sentences that I'm going to be using for my project. You can use it also. So 5 sentences, I'm going to make it 2 sentences, then I'll generate. Alright, I think this is enough for me. This is enough for me, but instead of making it as long as this. I'm just going to break it right here. Then I'll Control All, align it center. Now that that is done, the next thing for me to do, as we are progressing, the project is going to be becoming complicated. But right here, this is what I'm going to do. The next thing for me to do now is to create this switch button, like switch icon, where if you click it, it should take you. It should transition between monthly plans and yearly plans. So I'm going to select the frame tool, then I'll draw a frame right here. So this frame, I'm going to make it 73 by 33. 73 by 33. As you can see, that is that. Then what I'm going to do is to add a color to the frame. I'm just going to add black color. Let us add black color. Then the corner radius, I will make it 50. All right, it's coming up. Let us zoom in a little. Then I'm going to add an ellipse. Got to add an ellipse inside this, and the ellipse is going to be 30 by 30. 30 by 30. Yeah, so I'll centralize this. So this is going to signify how you transition between monthly plan and yearly plan. So if you're in monthly plan, this will be here. Let me align it center, then just move it to this side a little. All right, so that being said, then I'm going to write the labels for monthly and yearly plans. Label. What I did is to duplicate that particular text over there. I'm going to select it, Control All, then I'll say monthly, then duplicate it and move it over here, and I'll say this one is annually. Going to select this, the three of them, I'll select them, then Shift A to add auto layout. Now inside this auto layout, this is going to be 22. I'll make it 22. Right, so I think this should be in center. All right, now that that is done, let us centralize our components. So from frame 2, let us rename it to, what should we rename it? We should give it switch. Right, now let's see what we have so far. Okay, this is not working yet. So right here, the next thing for us to do is to now do the cards. So I'm going to select a frame, then I'll just draw the frame right here. So this card is going to be Okay, this is time for us to choose the size of our card. So the card is going to be 394, let's say 394 by 394 by 660 pixel. All right, so what we are going to do is to make the corner radius 24, and this we are going to change the color to black. Let us add black. We are still going to change all these colors to their respective colors, but for the tutorial, like we are designing a prototype, like sorry, a wireframe. So I'll rename this pricing card. Let me drop the 2. Now that I've dropped the 2, I'm going to hold Ctrl to drag this thing down so that I will not be dragging some of my components with me. Alright, this is going to be the card. Now inside this card, we are going to have various cards. This is definitely going to be in the center. We are going to have various cards inside this. Going to zoom in, then going to write some things inside, but before then there are some things that we need to add some things inside this card, which number one is going to be the icon box. So this icon box is going to be let me see, the icon box is going to be 72 by 72. That is going to be a square. Make it 72 by 72. 72. Then the corner radius is going to be, let's make it 5. The corner radius is 5. Then this card is going to have its own title, which is for professionals, for example. I'm going to change the, okay, I make it for professionals. Yes, then I'll have the proper heading, which is going to say pro, and this I'll make it bold. I'll align it left. Okay, then the next thing for me to do is to add text under inside this card. Actually, I'm going to add text inside this card. Ctrl X, Ctrl V. Now this text, I'm going to change the color to white. Alright, so I'm going to select all, and I'll align the font to left. I'll cut this here. That's enough for me. Now the next thing for me to do is to have the price. So I'm going to write a text that is going to hold the price, and this text is going to be very bold. So just select this, Ctrl D to duplicate that, and I'm going to say, let's say the pro version is 100 US dollars. I'm going to add space, then I'm going to say monthly. Then this, I'll change it to 54. I'll make it bold. So this is the price in monthly. This is the monthly plan. Okay. Then I'll have like a feature kind of title, and I'm going to say what's the features. So what are the features? I'm going to change this to bold. Alright, so after changing it to bold, now it is time for us to add features. Now these features, they are going to have icons. So I will go to Iconify, which is a plugin that I have installed already. Go to Iconify. I'm going to choose I'm going to choose some icons. So the icon I'm going to be needing is a checkbox. You check. Let's just say check. You should be able to see enough check icons. So this is okay. I'm going to select this. Alright, that has been selected. Now I'm going to change the color to white. Also change the color to white, and I'm going to make this color I'm going to make the icon, let's say 30 by 30. Now it is time for us to add the features. I'm going to duplicate this, move it down, then I'll select this. I'll change it from bold to regular. This is a feature item. Right, so I'll select both of them. I'll do Shift A, which is Control A to add auto layout. Then I'll duplicate the auto layout. I'm going to select the two and add auto layout also. Now this, I'm going to add 8. The distance between them should be wider than that. Let's make it 15. Okay, then I'm going to duplicate this one multiple times. Let's say 2 times more. Another one, yes. So that being said, the next thing for me to add now is to add a button. So this button right here, I'm going to select a frame. The button is going to be a giant button, and it's going to be, we'll add let's add a color. Then this is going to be 50 corner radius. Okay, what's this is 68. 68 is okay. Then I'm going to write a text inside this. and I'm going to call it choose plan. Control All, change it from regular to bold, then I'll centralize it inside the button. So I will name this BTN. Right, so this is exactly what I need. So I still have some couple of things that I need to do, like that I need to change. For example, this one, I'll make it, I'm going to make it medium. It's not going to be regular. I'll make it medium. Just going to remove the 4 and add professionals. So the next thing for me to do is to add an icon inside this place. So I'll just add an icon that can work for that area. Let me select it. Iconify, plugins, Iconify. So I'm going to be using briefcase. I'll use briefcase to signify what I want. So which briefcase should we use? Yeah, I'm going to select this particular briefcase here. Move it inside our place. Centralize it. Ctrl X. I want it to be here. Okay. Ctrl Z. Let me undo everything that I have done. I will undo everything. Let me reselect the icon again. Plugins, Iconify. Once I'm done with just one particular card, the remaining ones will be very, very simple for me to do. That is that. I'm going to select this. Oh, this is a rectangle. So this rectangle right here, I'm going to add it to a frame. Frame selection. So by framing the selection, I'll fill it. Then the rectangle inside, I'm going to delete it because I don't really need the rectangle. So this is white. I'll make the corner radius 10 this time around, and I'm going to paste my briefcase inside it. Now this briefcase, I'm going to increase it to 40 by 40. I'll increase it to 60 by 60. Right. Now that I'm done with this aspect, I'm going to centralize it. Okay, that is done. Now I'm going to duplicate this multiple times, which is twice. I'm going to do Ctrl D to duplicate, but I'm going to shift this one down. I'll duplicate this one more time. Now move the duplicate to this side. Alright. Make sure these ones are aligned. And make sure everything that I have here sorry about this. I'm going to select the 3. I'm going to align it vertically. Distributes Ctrl Z. Alright, so I don't need that. So the next thing for me to do is to, you see the fill color, I'm going to change it. It is time for me to change everything to our primary colors and just switch the colors around. So where I'm going to start from is this pricing. I'll change the color to our primary color, which is blue. Change this to blue, which is the primary color. Then this is going to be our main heading color, which is right here. Okay, now this is going to be the text color, which is this. Monthly and yearly. Right, first of all, let me turn this to medium. This also is going to be medium. Alright, now selecting them, I'll change them to, let's change it to this color. Alright, now the switch button, the switch icon, I'm going to remove the fill, then I'll add our primary color as the fill. Then the inner switch, I'm going to add it, I'm going to add white. I'm going to make it white, pure white. Alright, before I move further, I need to make sure this area is aligned properly. I'm going to select this too, make sure it's 11 is okay. So make this 11. Ctrl G to group them. Now I'll make sure this area and this area are distributed. I'm going to tidy it up. So 40 pixel space is between the pricing and the top, and this one also. So this one also is going to be 49, make it 40. Alright, so since that I'm through with that, next thing for me to do is to change the fill color of this to, going to change the fill color to our primary color, which is this. Then the next thing for me to do is to select the button, and I'll choose the primary color, choose the title there. The button text, I'm going to change it to the primary color also. Primary color. Now that I'm through with this aspect, we are not done though. The icon inside this area, I'm going to change it to the primary color. Now the background is not going to be the same. Alright, the background is not going to be the same, so I'm going to be changing the background to something else. So I'll change the background to, let's change the background. to this color. All right. Now, not all the colors are going to be the same. Like this heading is not going to be the same as this particular color here. I'm going to select all of this. Now change the color. All these colors will be switched to this. Now, this card is done for right now. Next thing for us to do is to select all these colors right here. Yeah, select all this color. All these text. Sorry. I'm going to select all these texts, and I'm going to change it from white to this color. This one's also. Change it from white to this color. Oh, sorry about that. It's not supposed to be that color. Let's change this color. Okay. Next thing for us to do is to change the background to pure white. Change the background to pure white. The button, the background color is going to be the primary color. The primary color. And the text there is going to be white. All right. Now, the background of the major frame, I'm going to change it to this color. Now, I'm going to delete this and just duplicate this and move it to the other side. Oh, before then, this background is lost. Change the color to this. And the box inside is going to be the primary color. You can change the icon to the icon of your choice. Ctrl D to duplicate, and I'll move it right here. 25. Alright, then I'll select this just to be sure they are aligned properly. Move it up. Move this one down. Alright, now we have our pricing card. Now it is time for us to make sure this is working. When you switch to annually, this should switch, and everything here should change to the respective pricing model for annual plans. Let's see what we have first. I've already previewed this, so this is what we have, which is looking good so far. All right, now it's time for me to make this work. Note this is a component, right? So what I'll be doing is select all this, this, and this. I'm going to do Ctrl G to group them, and I'll move them out. Now that I've moved it out, I'm going to duplicate it, Ctrl D to duplicate. Now the difference is going to be, I'll change the switch to annual plans. I'm going to move this over here. And this is going to be, let's say annually this is $500. Annually this is $100. Then annually let's make this $200 or $300. Change this monthly to annually. Change this to annually. And this one to annually. Now the next thing for me to do is to select the two and just create components. I'm going to create multiple components. Create multiple components and combine as variants. Now after combining as variants, you can see now I want to make it sure that when this one is clicked, right, it should switch to this one. So I'm going to go to prototype. Now do the prototype of this, link it to this. You see, on click it should change to this property right here. Now from annual plans, when you click this, sorry, I don't know why this is delayed. Now when you click this, it should be able to change to this also. So now that that is done, I'm going to select this one. Sorry about that. I'm going to select this, back to design. I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste it in here. All right, just like that. Let me just centralize this. All right, let us see what we have. Okay, let's see if it works. As you can see, now it's changing. This is monthly, this is annually, monthly, annually. So this is working right now. We've come to the end of this video. Please, if you like this video, hit the subscription button, turn on the notification so that whenever I'm dropping a new video, you'll be the very first person to be notified. Thank you for watching.